Okay, screeners and meters, no addition checketh collected transformations. That's right. No, I've been kind of slacking on this, been super busy as you already know. Maybe you guys don't know, but with that being said, we're here to check out Age of Extinction Hound. Oversized fire truck version 119. Fire rescue. Yeah. Let's go. Everybody. Okay, screeners, the first thing you want to do, if you have the blasters in front of you, you want to kind of get those out the way because you're going to need this space because this is a big transformation, and I'm calling him for nickname the Big Red Machine just because I can. It's your figure, you can do what you with it, and I do what I want with it, and that's pretty much it. Let's go and get it. Let's go. Okay, all right, first up, we're going to break his hands, get him off the hips, go from here and in, get your little bend going on, and that's it. As far as my figure, because I'm transforming at this point anyways. First thing I want to do is I am bringing this chest down. His chest down because his chest comes down in this piece here. So I transformed a few times and he does have some loose parts, but it's well worth it because I do like his figure much so, and that's pretty much about it. But with that being said, on here you have a little clip and you have it from here. You want to pull this down, and it's kind of stiff, but you know, it's whatever. It comes down there and it fits extremely well, and I do like all this right here it's got going on. I do appreciate the nice finish on this. I really do. So I mean, hey, maybe this will be something that they're gonna do in the future or whatever with the figure with it. Anyways, have his head here. You're gonna come here and you want to have this loose. I personally have learned when you have these knockoff figures, you want to try to loosen up as much as you can spot before you transform them, because if you don't, you will be sorry. That's just pretty much about it. Anyways, once you have the head loose, all right, this frees up some little tension up here, and then you can go ahead and bring these apart off the side here. So these fits here, clip right here on these rear view mirrors. They come off the tab. Pretty much the same as the Voyager, but with this you have to be extra careful because it kind of just sees right there start chipping and stuff. And this is the reason why I try to loosen them as much as I can, because I already had an issue with them. And this is part of a Sir Toys flash sale, if I'm not mistaken. I think I may have paid maybe $10 or $15 for it, and it does have the gimmick slide up sound, but it does not work, so I don't know if something's wrong with this. I tried to change the battery in it, which fits right here. Not exactly sure what happened. I'm gonna let it go and just keep this moving. That's pretty much about it. Anyways, we're gonna talk about transformation. So with that being said, you have all this loose in here. It's coming down. You're gonna come down to the legs here. I'm sorry, you're gonna come to the waist here, and then you want to loosen this. That's going to come up and stretch like so. So when the waist comes down and he sits, it's going to sit basically kind of flush. But what you're going to want to do is this. Kind of have the legs straighten out and kind of have already an idea how this is going to end up going. So let me back this up a bit. Sorry. Put this down. All right. And you're going to bring the arms back around here. And the reason why I'm doing this because it's kind of give you an idea about where it should go. And I'm not gonna lie to you, screeners. I mean, there's a stiff point here that I think eventually that this may break, but it is a point right here. So if you have some tool oils, you can just put it in there. I've already put some in there. It's still kind of stiff, but it is much better than what it was before because it felt like it's about to break. Anyways, so with that being said, once you have the arm twist around there, you want to try to get this back and turn this around so this can sit like so, because you're trying to get as flush you can as possible. You're trying to get it to what it looks like as if his side was all flat, but we're working with it. We're doing here. We're doing it and making it get done. So once you have the side here, come here, you turn this around, and then you have the sign that says 119 on the side, fire rescue. You can start plugging things if you wish. Once you have this part loose, and I already have some distress marks in there. If you guys can see that in there, yeah, that white mark there is stress mark because it just wouldn't come out because it was in pieces. But I'm going to put that in port, put this in port so this goes and stays, so I can know what I'm doing on the opposite side. And remember, you want to put the fist right there in the spot like so. And also, for side note, and I know I did not say this in review, so anybody that saw the review, I hope they're watching this. This does come out. You could take these off right here, and I thought this was a nice touch. I do not remember if the original did that because I have all knockoff versions of Hound, but these do come off, and I thought that was a nice touch on their part. Just really cool. Big props for that. But also I have the scratch mark on that, so you see how tight they are actually. All right, so you want to just put that back in there and spot. Didn't say that in review, but I'm saying it now. All right, let's put this like so. You're gonna come down to the other side, do the same thing here, and remember to turn this around back like so. So this kind of comes in there and stretch. You got to be careful. Them stretch marks are already snapped. And I'm only going to have one of these because I doubt they're going to have any more of them. So it's whatever. All right. Put that like so. You want to sit up there and make it, see if you can make it as flush as possible, which brings that back around here. So they can kind of fit into place. There. And did I break something? I might have. Anyways. Run on, slip that in spot like so. And I'm not doing the same thing that the manual is. If I am, shame on me, then what you call it, but I'm paying attention more so than what I've learned, and I've learned from these figures what you run into. So that's just pretty much about it. So once you have this figure here like so, and you have them here, you want to go ahead and then turn your feet, move them around like this. So what I do want to tell you guys and make some quick note of is these parts on this figure, and now it may be different for you, that this here is extremely hard to get out once they're plugged in there. So if you have tool oil or something that you can get and actually put it on there, I would suggest it doing now, but be very careful because they are extremely tight on them once they get plugged into these little the back part here once these sit on there. But you'll see what we're talking about. We're going to get that, but we're going to not get ahead of ourselves in that. Let's keep this moving. All right, gonna have this here. We kind of have this loose mess going on, which is fine. We're still working with it, so that's pretty much about it. So once you have this put together inside, you're going to go to the top here, fold this down. All right, that's another tool oil spot there. Just so you guys know, right in there, another tool oil spot. You want to put in there and everything. All right, put this down, bring this around, and this is making the top part of it, which is cool, which is fine. So he's already taken shape, which is great. It's excellent. So we're showing we are on the right track. So once that's all there, put together in pieces, you want to try to get the firmest spot that you can possible to try to make Hound be where he needs to be. So you want to get these parts here, plug that back into where it first started, how it comes out the packaging, depending. And put that there. All right. That there. Okay, put this here, clip this in the spot, and it should fit just like a glove. And this is the reason why I do this the way that I do, kind of on this side, back and forth. I know it's a bit much in some cases, but I've had problems and issues before with these figures, and I really like it, and I don't want anything to happen to it. But I mean, that's it. I put some tool in there, and I actually probably need to put some more. So with that being said, screens and meters, I'm going to be right back in a double finger snap. All right, back we are. Here we go. All right, just to finish this up, put this on the side here, have this come in here. It wouldn't hurt to actually put some tool oil on this one as well too, just in case. You just never know. Put some around there and everything. I need to put it on the other side, so I guess that can be kind of a pain later, but it is what it is. But also save with not dealing there, because those are the stress marks. Those are there if they're coming up on camera. So okay, all right, just come in there, plug, and I guess my little yep, there we go. And that's it. So once we have these figures together and kind of to where it needs to be at, that's when I like to actually put them here and actually put this together. Just makes more sense to me. Like I say, you can do what you want, and if this is going along with the instruction manual, forgive me, because I just looked at it once and it kind of started confusing me, and I just know the way I do things the way I like it. And that's just how it goes to be, and that's just, how pretty much about it. So, you don't have to take my word for it. It's just how I do things. And again, here, I'm just here doing it and putting it together. And it does have some parts here where it sags, just because, it was part of a flash sale, which is fine. I get that and stuff, whatever, but it has some parts there or whatever. It doesn't really fit flush as much as it does, but it's whatever. But enough of that chat. Let's go and get this going. You're going to take the head here, which sits kind of on this whole little piece hinge flip thing here, and what you're going to do is this. The head comes in here tucked, so you put it in there, and there's really nothing that snaps into place. It just fits in there, and that's just it, like so. So as far as the weapons go, once you do have it, and just to show you guys right now, it does have the little rolling mechanism. It does, again, have some sag in the back, and could put these legs out a little bit more, in my honest opinion, and to go on that. But it starts to lose itself in some cases and stuff, whatever. Like, again, this is flash sale, so it probably was not the best thing that was going on. And again, it is. I still love the figure. I really do. For a knockoff, I really do. Anyways, enough of that. Let's go and just put these plugs on here. Put these on here. The blasters. You go to the bottom here, which I should have put these on first, but they're kind of hard and difficult to work around with. Well, so we're going to take this, put this in here. All right, put that direction. So you don't want it to have that. You want the handle to be away from the wheels, and it's going to be hard to probably put this one in here, but we're going to try to see if we can do it anyway. Which here, come on, go. There we go. There you go. There. It's going to spot there. The back's got some issues, but it's whatever. And this is what we are going to do. You have these slots here on the side here, and these are supposed to go here at this point, or at here. This is one on this side. I know it's two on the other side. It's one on this side, or whatnot. I guess you can kind of just put one on the side here if that works. I don't know. I didn't see that one, but that doesn't matter. Anyways, these slots here are supposed to fit into place like such. And I guess you could put one on one side or both on both sides, or however you want to put it. And there's just little amounts of parts and storage and stuff that you can kind of put. These here I found it very difficult to put in there, and I don't want to put any stretch marks on them because they don't stay very well, as you can see. They fit better here, this which ends up being his hip, but it is what it is from that. But these right here are the most important things, in my honest opinion, how you want to actually have them displayed. So you take them and you're just going to kind of put them on there as much as you can as possible. But be very careful because, again, this figure does have its major flaws when it comes to that. Now, you can cradle this to the back of it. It won't butt up to the back to, piece to piece, but it will kind of just sits there, and you can kind of have it which way. But just to give it like a kind of a flush fit feel, have it on one side, have this on one side as well too, and kind of have this going to the bottom of this, or you can turn it around however you want to do it. It's your figure. You can display it how you want it. That's on one side, and you can have the other ones on another side, and as a pit. And that way he looks less aggressive on one side than he does on the other. And just kind of have them upside down, or whichever way you want it. It's the way you want to do it. You have your figures, you have them displayed how you want to have it, and that's pretty much it. Now the main major piece that we're looking for, the A-list part of the figure that makes it the way it does. Take that, put this here, put this on the top here, and this pops right into place. How about that? And there you have fire truck version Age of Extinction Hound. And just so you guys know, it's not the best. You could put some fingernail polish on it to kind of make it stay or do whatever you want. You'll be fine with it over time and stuff. But it is a very stretchy ladder, and it works very well. So, I mean, treaters and meters. $10-15. It's not bad. I mean, shipping and handling, I think it was like $25 or whatever the deal may be. But just a big shout outs and kudos to that. Okay, screeners and meters, this has been another edition to Check It, a collected transformation. This is Age of Extinction Oversized Hound Fire Truck version 119 Fire Rescue. Okay. With that being said, thanks so much for the watch. Do what you do as long as you do it well. On to the next.